Consult. 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 So, let's break down the word consult. As a verb, it means to seek advice or information from someone or something, often in order to make a decision or take action. Common usage of consult is in phrases like, I consult my diary to check my schedule, or, we should consult with our lawyer before making any decisions. It's also used in more formal settings, such as business meetings or academic discussions, where people might say, let's consult the data to see what the trends are, or, the team consulted with experts in the field to develop a new plan. One special note about using consult is that it implies a level of seriousness and importance. You're not just casually chatting with someone, but rather seeking their input or expertise on something significant. Let's take a look at 3 different examples of how to use the word consult in various contexts. In a formal setting such as an academic conference, you might say, the committee will consult with leading experts in the field to gain a deeper understanding of the topic before presenting their findings. This usage implies seeking advice or guidance from authority figures. In contrast, when having a casual conversation with a friend who's planning a trip, you might say, I'll consult my travel guide to see what restaurants are recommended in that area, which indicates looking something up for information. The tone is relaxed and conversational. In a business context, such as during a job interview, you could say, before making a decision on this project, I would like to consult with our marketing team to get their input. This usage suggests seeking advice or opinions from colleagues in order to make an informed choice. So, you want to know about consulting in English? Well, let me tell you, it means having an expert advice or opinion on something, often in a formal setting. The main characteristic of consulting is that someone with special knowledge or experience helps another person or organization make decisions or solve problems. It's like having a trusted friend or mentor who knows what they're doing and can give you guidance. Similar concepts to this idea are things like advising or guiding. But consulting usually implies a more formal and professional relationship. People use the term consultant to describe someone who does this kind of work, often on a project-by-project basis. For example, if you're building a new house and want expert advice on the best materials to use, you might hire a consultant to come in and give you their opinion. That's consulting in action. Contact. 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 Let's talk about the word contact. The part of speech for this word is primarily a verb, but it can also be used as a noun. As a verb, contact means to make physical or mental connection with someone or something, such as meeting someone in person or communicating with them through phone or email. For example, you might say, I need to contact my boss to confirm the meeting time. As a noun, contact refers to a person who is connected to someone else, often in a professional or business context. Like, I have a contact at the company who can help us get a good deal. In general usage, people use the word contact when they want to establish a connection with another person or organization. One special note about its usage is that the word contact can sometimes be confused with controversy, so make sure you're using it in the right context. Here are 3 example sentences using the word contact with their respective contexts. I'm attending a formal job interview tomorrow and I've been told to have my references contact information ready in case the interviewer wants to verify them, so I'll make sure to bring multiple business cards with all of my professional contacts on it. Later. When my friend's phone is dead and she can't reach me for an emergency, she tells me, just give me your sister's contact number so we can figure out a solution. In contrast, at the marketing conference where our company is launching its new product line, I need to collect the contact details of all attendees who are interested in purchasing our services. This will allow us to follow up with them and schedule a meeting with their decision makers. So you want to know what I mean when I say, get in touch with something or someone? Well, basically it means to communicate or connect with someone or a group of people in order to share information, ideas, or plans. It's like sending a message or making a phone call to let them know that you're interested in talking or working together on something. The main characteristic is that it involves a way of reaching out and starting a conversation, usually to discuss or arrange something specific. This concept is similar to reach out, connect with, or initiate communication. All these ideas mean pretty much the same thing. Decline. 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 Hello. So, you want to know more about the word decline? Well, let me tell you, it's a really useful verb that can be used in various contexts. As a part of speech, decline is a verb, which means it expresses an action or a state. In common usage, people often use decline to mean to refuse or turn down something, like an invitation, an offer, or a request. For example, I'm afraid I'll have to decline your dinner invitation tonight. It can also be used to talk about something decreasing in size, quantity, or quality over time, such as the popularity of the restaurant started to decline after they changed their menu. What's really interesting is that decline has a rather formal tone to it, so you might hear it used in more professional settings, like business meetings or official communications. One special note about its usage is that it can be easily confused with another verb, decrease, which has a similar meaning, but while decrease implies a straightforward reduction, decline often carries a sense of something gradually getting worse over time. I'd be happy to help you with some practical examples of using the word decline. Let's start with a formal usage. Imagine attending a fancy dinner party and someone asks if they can decline an offer for dessert. In this context, the sentence would be, after indulging in the exquisite meal, I must respectfully decline the decadent chocolate cake. Here, decline is used to politely turn down an invitation or offer. Now, let's move on to a casual conversation usage. Picture a friend asking you to cover their shift at work and you need to turn them down. In this context, the sentence would be, sorry, dude, I've got plans tonight and I won't be able to decline my own shift to cover yours. Here, decline is used in an informal setting to simply say no or refuse a request. Lastly, let's consider a business or academic usage. Suppose you're writing a research paper on the impact of climate change and you need to discuss the decrease in pollination rates. In this context, the sentence would be, the data suggests that the continued decline in pollinator populations will have severe consequences for global food production. Here, decline is used in a more formal or technical setting to refer to a gradual decrease in something over time. So you want to know about this concept that means something isn't getting better and might even be getting worse over time? It's basically when something, like sales or attendance, is decreasing at a steady rate. Imagine a graph where the line is going down, not up. That's what we're talking about here. This can happen with lots of things, like businesses, teams, or even skills, and it means they might not be doing as well as they used to. It's often associated with concepts like falling, slowing down, or losing ground, which all mean pretty much the same thing. Something is getting less good or strong over time. In everyday life, this can mean people are going somewhere else for a service or product, or that someone's skills or knowledge aren't improving as they should be.